Beautiful day in Calgary. It's plus 20 degrees in Celsius here and we're all set to go. We just finished loading up our car here. Looks like our way to Jasper is 4 hours and 44 minutes, but we'll be making a few stops on the way. I'm going to show you what we're doing. Just stopped in Canmore. For some reason my card stopped working, so we'll just go to the bank and see what's going on, maybe get it unblocked. Alright, that was quick. Just seemed to be the pin error. I tried to use the pin. We're so used to the tap now. Tried to use the pin at the gas station and I entered the wrong pin 3 times and it blocked it. So after 2 minutes they unblocked it for me. Just stopped here at Canmore for a pit stop. Just getting back on the highway now, headed towards Banff. It's nice how they have been considerate about the animals and made Animal Crossing. Every time I bring somebody here, they always ask me, what are these bridges for? And it's basically for Animal Crossing. And a lot of times they put like cameras on these crossings as well for us to kind of capture the animals in their natural form. We did initially plan to stop at Banff, but we ended up not stopping there and instead we decided to add Johnston Canyon to our stop. We've been here before, but it's been 5 or 7 years now since we were here last time, so we thought of stopping here instead. We have been seeing all these signs, even on the highway, that there is wildlife in the area. We parked in the parking 1, and as soon as you enter, it looks like the lower falls is 11-25 meters and upper falls is like 24-35 meters from here. Parked in parking lot 1. It's pretty convenient. It was a 2-minute walk to this point. We'll just make our way to the lower falls, and if we have time, we'll go to the upper falls as well. We'll see. On a complete side note, you do need a parks pass. Everybody had them displayed on their windshield when we were parking. Initially, we did not plan to stop here in Johnston Canyon, so we just thought we would buy the parks pass at the visitor center in Jasper. But we have bought it online now. We haven't displayed it, although you do need to display it, but we'll see how it goes. Hopefully we don't get a ticket. Honestly, it's a lot busier for a Wednesday afternoon than I thought, but we are almost there. probably too loud here, but we are on that spot. This is the lower falls. We're getting wet here, so I'm gonna stop recording and I'll join you guys outside. Just got to this spot, Moran's Curve. My phone storage was full as we were leaving Johnston Canyon, so I couldn't record on the way, but we just got here. There's parking on the right side of the road, and there's a nice beautiful spot here. Just take a few pictures, spend a few minutes here, maybe about 10 to 15 minutes should be good here. This is just on the way from Johnston Canyon going towards Jasper. Definitely worth stopping here for some pictures. It's also just by the highway, so you don't have to go all the way in or anything. There's parking on the right side and the view on the left. We're just headed from Moran's Curve towards Peyto Lake viewpoint. This is the same road that goes up to Lake Louise and Moran Lake, but we will not be going towards Lake Moran or Lake Louise. We'll be heading directly towards Jasper, and on the way we'll stop at a few lakes. First stop would be Peyto Lake viewpoint, and then after that one we'll be stopping at Peyto Lake. Just did a quick stop to buy the parks pass. It's $22 a day, and it's the same rate per day until 7 days. After 7 days, the rate is the same if you were to buy it for a whole year. So I believe if you're staying for a few days, it's better to buy for the full year. But if you're just here for a day or two, then it's $22 per day. We just bought that. It needs to be displayed here, and now we're headed towards Peyto Lake viewpoint. It's approximately 20 minutes from where you buy your parks pass until the Peyto Lake viewpoint, so another 20 minutes until we get there. Alright, we just got to Peyto Lake viewpoint. Still a bit frozen here. The lake is frozen partially. And if you notice, as close we get to the Icefields and going towards Jasper, you notice more snow here on the mountains versus when we left Calgary. It was all melted over there. Here we notice a lot more snow. Again, this spot is also just by the highway. If you see the board there towards the left, it's Jasper, and towards the right where we came from, it's Lake Louise. We decided not to do Peyto Lake lookout because it's already 4:30 right now, and we're hoping to get to Jasper around 7:30 or 8, so we can grab dinner somewhere before we head to the hotel. So we're gonna skip this one, but definitely a must do if you guys are here on time and if you guys can spare another 30 minutes to do this quick hike. Just driving out of the Peyto Lake parking lot. This is the second parking lot, which is not the closest one to the lookout, but the other one, like I said, was closed for the winters and they still haven't opened it. I'll just show you guys that. But yeah, we will skip this one and head towards Waterfall Lake, and Fall is F-O-W-L, Waterfall Lake. And as you guys see here, this is the road that goes up to the other parking lot, which is the closest one to the lookout, but it's closed right now. And there's a notice here, says it's berry season, bear encounters are likely. We have been seeing wildlife notices all throughout, but those were for coyotes and other wildlife. This is the first one I'm seeing for bears. Hopefully we don't come across one. And looks like canoeing, paddle, kayak, or any sort of inflatable boat, fishing gear or water toys, you need a certification for that. There's a note here for that. We'll just keep going and see how the Waterfall Lake is. We are at Waterfall Lake now. So just a heads up, there is a left turn just on the highway, and if you take a left you go towards the Waterfall Lake's campground. Don't take a left there unless you want to hike. Instead, you guys can keep going straight on the highway, and on the left side there's a lookout point, which is pretty convenient if you guys want to take a look at the lake without doing a hike. This spot is just off the highway, so you guys don't need to take a left anywhere. We did take a left and we did go towards the hike, and probably there is a way to hike to a different point, but we just wanted to keep it simple and just get off the car, maybe take some pictures. So this is a pretty convenient spot for that. Just off of the highway on the left side, you're gonna see some cars parked. This is the main highway. So just get off the highway, and on the left side, some parking spots here, and the lake on the left side. We wanted to stay here for longer, but some weird kind of bugs in the air. I'm not sure why just on this spot, but we'll get going. From the Waterfall Lake to Mistaya Canyon, it wasn't a long drive, about 9 minutes, and there's again free parking here. All of these lakes that we have been to, there has been free parking all around. So looks like from the parking lot, the Mistaya Canyon is about 300 meters, so we'll make our way towards the canyon. So this was about a 5 to 7 minute walk, I'd say. Wasn't too long, and in terms of difficulty, it wasn't too bad, to be honest. But there were portions where it was rocky and there was incline. So in case if you're bringing your parents or seniors who are not too comfortable, then I would suggest you guys reconsider this. It's easier to come down here, but I believe to go back up would be a bit tough. And from this point there are some trails going up. There's a caution if you guys are planning to go up. You're responsible for your own safety. We will be stopping here, and this will be the last point at this stop for us, as we do have a few more things lined up after this. So we'll show you Mistaya Canyon. It's beautiful. Let's show you up close. And we are just headed back now to the parking lot. We'll time it this time. It's 5 minutes approximately to 6. Let's see what time we make it back. So it took us about 7 minutes, give or take, to get back to the parking lot. Like I said, it wasn't too bad. It's just that it's rocky. So in case you have seniors or parents with you who are not comfortable walking up rocky tracks, then reconsider this. But great spot, to be honest. A must stop, that's what I would say. Do visit this spot if you get a chance. And let's get going to our next stop. We just got to Saskatchewan River crossing, and just a quick stop here. If anybody needs to use the bathroom, there are bathrooms here, there's a gift shop, there's a motel. We go and explore a little bit. Won't spend too much time here, as we do need to get to Athabasca Falls and the glacier. So maybe if the kids want some ice cream, there's some ice cream, some popcorn. Gas is $1.95 here for regular, so if you guys can fill up at Banff that would be better, to be honest, in terms of the rate. But in case if it's an emergency, then there is a gas station at Saskatchewan River Crossing. And right now we are leaving this spot and headed towards our next stop, which is Athabasca Falls, and then followed by Athabasca Glacier. As we were driving towards the Athabasca waterfall, we did a quick stop here at Columbia Icefield. The parking lot is just by the highway. We're scheduled to do this on Friday, which is the 30th of May, so we will be back here, but just a quick stop here. Athabasca Glacier is also here. I was here 7 or 8 years ago, last time I was going to Jasper. The glacier has gone back by a few meters since I was here last time, so this time we will not be going on Athabasca Glacier. Also because we will be taking a tour, like the guided tour, on Friday, so we'll just wait for that. Last time I was here with a group of friends, we did not take the guided tour, and we ended up just parking our car in this parking lot, and we went up the glacier. We walked there. This is the route you would be taking and walking towards the glaciers. There is a parking lot just on the other side of the highway as well, in case you guys don't want to park on this side. This parking lot where I am right now is meant to be for Columbia Icefield, and if you're taking the guided tour. But in case you're going up and walking towards Athabasca Glacier, then you might want to park on the other side of the highway. That is the entrance for the other parking lot. And this is the route to go towards the glacier. Probably see some people on the other side, but not a whole lot. We will be back here on Friday, which is 2 days from now, so we'll take a look at the glacier up close at that time. So the lower Sunwapta Falls would be 2.6 kilometers return, so about a 1 hour hike, and 87 meters in elevation, gain and loss. From where we parked to the falls, it's not too bad, like a 3-minute walk, I'd say. Again, this is not the lower Sunwapta Falls point that we saw earlier. That was about a 1 hour return, so half an hour hike. But this is, I think, a quick lookout point. It is kind of slippery here, and I just changed into my flip-flops. Not the best idea, but it was hot today. About 27 degrees, feels like 29. And it was pretty sunny, so this was actually the falls viewpoint. There is Lower Falls, which is again the 1 hour hike return. But we went to the falls viewpoint. The view from the bridge is pretty nice as well, but if you guys want to get closer to the falls, like a 1 minute walk downhill here gets you very close to the falls, right there. Definitely worth checking out. I would say if you had to pick one between Mistaya Falls and Sunwapta waterfalls, both are beautiful to be honest, but if you are doing it with seniors, I have my parents with me. And so if you have seniors or your parents or anybody who may have trouble walking uphill or the elevation may give them a hard time, I would say this one is still easier to do. My mom was easily able to do this one versus the Mistaya Falls. I recommended her not to do it because this is a paved track. The other one was rocky, and I think it's much easier to walk on a paved track overall. So definitely worth checking out both the spots to be honest, but like I said, if you do have seniors with you, then this is a better pick versus the Mistaya Falls. Just left from Sunwapta Falls and headed towards Golsen Glacier Lookout, which is about 10 minutes drive from Sunwapta Falls. I've heard some things about this lookout, so we'll go check it out. So we're here at Goats and Glacier Lookout. Parking is right there. Not sure how much of a walk this is, but we'll find out. Doesn't look like a long walk. I see people right there. It was not a long walk to get to this point, and it's good that we ended up doing it because we saw quite a few mountain goats here of all sizes. So good that we stopped here. There's one right there. Well, this one was definitely worth it. We saw probably 15 to 20 mountain goats, and I got some nice pictures, and the parking lot is so close, definitely worth it. And this will be our last stop for the day, Athabasca Falls. Again, the walk is not too bad. The parking is right there. It's a 2-minute walk. There has been some bear activity in this area. We just saw one black bear probably 2 kilometers out of Athabasca Falls. Just before getting here, we came across a black bear by the side of the road. This will be a relatively quicker stop for us because it's 10 minutes to 9. We plan to get to Jasper town by 9:30, and it is about a 25-minute drive from here, so we'll make it quick. This is the Athabasca Pass lookout point. If you notice here, all these trees unfortunately got burnt last year due to the forest fire. We've been wanting to take this train for a few years now. We just got to Jasper. Hello there. This train has a beautiful route, and I will go over that in my next video, but definitely something I want to do in the near future. And we just got to the hotel, so go ahead and check in. The breakfast is open 6 to 9 in the morning. We'll be back here in the morning. All right, so we got our room keys. And looks like our room access will be from the outside. So we did unload the car, but I had to load it back up, and we'll just drive straight to the room. And we just got our room. This concludes our day. End of first day. We'll see you guys tomorrow on the breakfast table. Good night.